Do you have a business? Do you have a business idea? Do you want to get your business going in 2021? Well, this might be just the opportunity for you right now. This is James with Netnewsledger, and here's the story. It's James with Netnewsledger. Joining us by Zoom is Claudio Rojas from Northern Ontario Angels, and someone everyone in Thunder Bay will know, Mary Long-Irwin, the Executive Director of the Northern Ontario Angels. Welcome to Netnewsledger and to the new reality of doing media by Zoom.
Thank
you. Hi, James. How are you? Great to be here.
It's always a challenge, you know, what's been going on. Mary, can you share with us a little bit about how is Northern Ontario Angels doing through the Zoom period or through the latest things going on through COVID-19 to help the businesses that need help in our region so badly?
Well, we're continuing to do, because Northern Ontario Angels covers such a large area. We cover north of Barrie to the Manitoba border. So we have been doing a lot of our deals through Zoom, through Skype, through all sorts of different sources of media, because I can't always get in the car and drive, say, to Timmins. So we do a lot of that over our computers. And so it has not been a big change for our angels. We have about 300 angels across the north, and then another 150, some of which are from Hong Kong or India. So we've been doing it this way since I started. And it continues, but it has been quite brisk the last little while. We have a lot of businesses that need not only the support from customers and people on the ground, but they also get the support from investors, from angel investors. Angel investors help them scale up, help them deal with the new changes that they have to do. They provide mentoring, they provide support. Some cases, the support is financial. They are making sure that we are keeping as many local businesses open during all of this. And for that, I'm internally grateful. I don't think a lot of them would have been there without that support. And yet we still continue to close 12 to 15 new deals every quarter.
Claudia, what's your role in this?
Right. So I stepped into the role of CEO of NACO, the National Angel Capital Organization, over a year and a half ago now. And what I find inspiring from the angel community is that the angel community is everywhere in the country. If you look at venture capital, it tends to be concentrated in certain urban centers. But Northern Ontario Angels, for example, has unlocked north of $150 million in a population of 700,000. So if we could take that success story, and this is what's so amazing about Mary stepping into the role of chair, if we could take that, learn from it, and then apply it to other parts of the country, at a countrywide level, it would be over $7 billion in capital that would be unlocked for entrepreneurs. And as a point of comparison, we had a record year this past year at just over 160 million in capital. So there's a huge opportunity here if we can extract the lessons from Northern Ontario Angels and apply them to the rest of the country.
I'm continually telling people that often in Canada, a lot of things happen from Western and Northern Ontario because we have to innovate just to get through our day sometimes. You know, the weather can be an issue, the climate, the size of the population presents us with challenges. And so many good ideas come from our region. And, you know, that is inspiring to hear. How, Claudia, would someone, or Mary, how does someone get in touch with the Angels to say, hey, I want to grow my business?
That's one of the biggest challenges. So we think of that as being structured angel activity. So unstructured angel activity is who you know, hoping that you know someone that can make an introduction. And so that's just fundamentally inequitable. If you already have high net worth people that are part of your network, then chances are you have more resources than the person that doesn't have those people in your network. So what's amazing about Northern Ontario Angels and other structured angel groups around the country is that they provide a point of access to entrepreneurs. So they can do a quick Google search, figure out who the angel network is in their region, and then go through a process. And so they don't need to know anyone in order to get access to the capital and the resources that they need to build their companies.
That's right. The only thing that I would add is, and Claudio is right, you would Google to find the angel network in your area or Google angel investments, put your city in, and out they will pop. And then once you find that, for us, It's a short application. It's to sort of introduce what it is that you're looking for, what you need. And then I work with that company founder until that company founder is ready for investment. And then I just match them up. And the investor will then meet and work with meet and decide whether or not they want to put that investment in, how that investment will be structured. And for the most part, they are getting, it's not just money, we call it smart money, but they are getting all of the networks, all of the experience, all of that from the angel investor, which is invaluable.
Can you share some of the success stories with us?
Well, we've had a few. One of them I want to share out of Sudbury. It's RNA diagnostics. They have been brilliant in finding a way to determine whether or not the treatment that a woman gets when she has breast cancer, they can find out after one treatment, not a whole round, just one treatment, whether or not that's the right cocktail mix for her. And if it's not, what can work and what doesn't, and redo the cocktail mix so that she's getting the right chemotherapy, the right therapy for her breast treatment. We also have another one here that was originally out of Thunder Bay. They've moved to Sudbury, and it's I Regained. It's if you have a stroke, and once you have the stroke, it's just a host of challenges that you now are starting to meet. And they have a device that can retrain your brain so you can reuse your hands again and reuse your fingers, and you have that mobility back. And the customers who have tried this now, because it's just in its stage of testing and trials, but the people that have tried it are just astounded by how much usage they got back. This is from mines from Northern Ontario. Now we have a whole gambit of other ones, but this just shows you how you can get really good ideas right in your own rural community, and you don't need to be just in a large urban center to come up with these ideas. The support is here, the ideas are here, and we want to create those jobs here and the recognition that we are very much a part of Canada.
That's honestly amazing, and it's funny. I remember way back when it was Joe Camuzzi talking about a knowledge-based economy, and in so many ways it's here. And I've joked about it, that when you talked about a BlackBerry, for example, to Joe, he wanted to know if he could get extra sugar and whipped cream on it. He wasn't a technology wizard, but he laid down a pathway, and it seems so many more are following it.
Yeah. We really have changed. We still are, a little bit about rocks and trees, mining and forestry,
Yes.
but we have also really, our economies have changed. And I put that in large part to the small business owners as well as the investors. The investors are people that are somewhat retired, typically for Northern Ontario, somewhat retired previous business owners, and they have made their wealth here. And so now they want to make sure that they have jobs here for their kids and their grandkids. Because if we don't create this type of an environment and these kids move to urban centers, guess where the grandparents are moving? They're following them. And we don't want the wealth of our community to leave. We want businesses to be supported in every way that it needs. And we're very fortunate. We have done in the time that I've been with Northern Ontario Angels, there has been about 3,800 new jobs created, and almost now we're at $160 million worth of private money put into those businesses to help create those pushing 4,000 new jobs. We don't need to wait for the next Hyundai plant. We just need to figure out a way to better support small business owners.
And with that, Mary and Claudio, I want to thank you for your time. We'll get this out to our readers and viewers, and we've got a growing audience. So hopefully we'll get a lot of people ringing the phone, going to northernontarioangels.ca and finding out what more they can do. I want to thank you and wish you all the best for the holiday season.
Thank you. I
James.
wish you the best as well. And I'm really looking forward to being the new chair of the National Angel Capital Organization. I'm looking forward to doing what we do here in Northern Ontario across Canada.
Yeah, and maybe I'll just share a website, builtbyangels.com. And that is purposely structured for both entrepreneurs to make it accessible, and also for prospective angels, for people that are looking to put their capital at risk to help small and medium-sized businesses through this very challenging time. So again, builtbyangels.com.
Thank you both. Best of the holiday season.
Have a
Thanks,
great
James.
new year.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel to keep up to date on weather updates.